Testing, testing. Hey, Mr. Diamond in the YouTube chat. What's going on, man? Ooh, it's been a long time since if I've done one of these streams. It feels like it's been forever. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah, this is my first time doing a stream on YouTube, so welcome if you're joining me. My name is Brian Morrison. I'm a software engineer based out of Chicago, Illinois, or close to that. Background noise. Hold on a second. I can't mute this. I guess I can't mute it. All right, I was just making sure my stream works on my tablet over here. Anyway, so I was doing it on Twitch. I tried out Mixer. It didn't work, or at least I wasn't a fan of Mixer. I don't know. I tried a couple things and I didn't like it. So now I'm trying YouTube because I started building some material. If you're interested in building a Discord bot, my YouTube series is out, or is slowly rolling out over the course of the next month on how to build Discord bots. I am actually a member of a Discord server called Developers In, I think it's called. Met a lot of really cool people on there, and one of the goals that they want is to build a Discord bot for their server. Small echo. Yeah, the small echo was my tablet. But so what we're going to do today is I'm going to go through the process of how I'm going to kind of kick off building this bot and get things kind of rolling in the right direction. I don't know. We're going to see where it goes. So my goal for today is at least to get the basic shell of the bot set up. And then I'm also going to try and implement one of the features that was kind of been voted on, discussed. I don't know. I'm going to do it. I'm going to PR it. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I guess get to it. I don't have hardly anything else really set up right now for this bot. So we're going to go through, I'm going to fork the thing. I'm going to download it to my computer, and I don't know, we're just going to kind of crank away. So here is here is my card that I just added here. This is the repository that we're going to be working in. So I'm going to fork this thing. Should we fork to? Yeah, do to me. Okay, so I see that it is in Python. I think it has been kind of unanimously agreed that we're going to move this over to JavaScript, which is what I'm comfortable with. So if that's not the case, then I don't know, this whole thing might be for naught. But all right, let's get clone this. I'm going to create a new window in VS Code and get rid of. Oh, let's create a new repository. So we'll call, I'm going to say developers in. And I think we'll create our repository here. So actually what I do need to do is I need to clone this first. PowerShell get clone. Pop that guy in there. All right, I have developers in keeper, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So open that up. We got all of our code. All right, so Ayo, this is a test. Get ignore readme. We'll keep the readme. I'm just gonna whack the rest of this though. I have no idea if it'll ever be used, but again, I'm not making any changes to the existing repository that the owner has built. I'm doing it in my own fork, and then we're gonna do a pull request to get all the changes in the repository. So alrighty, let's kick this off. npm init. I'm just gonna npm init y. We could figure out all the extra details for this later. npm install discord.js. I'm going to npm install.env as well. Okay. So we've got index.js, our first file. And I'm actually going to cheat. I've got one of my own repositories that I'm working on. This is part of my series that I posted on my website, brianmorrison.me. This is the actual shell of the Discord bot that I put out there. So I'm just going to copy that and paste this right into here. Save that. We've got a hello command running. Get rid of all these comments here. I added these comments because this is technically part of a tutorial course, but we're not writing tutorials. All right, so that's there. Client.login, and then we're going to do process.env.token. See Discord bot token, we'll say. And then the reason why we install .env is because we're going to store our environment variables into a .env file. So we'll do require .env .config config. Should set that up. Save that. I'm going to create a new file here, .getignore. And we're going to add node underscore modules and .env. Save that. Probably going to have to update the README, at least to get some good information in here on how people can build this thing and at least get it working. So I also want to... I don't have this set up, but there is a way to hide inside of here, hide files from being displayed. So VS Code hide files in workspace. Not folders. I want to hide files. Files.exclude is what we're looking for. So actually, I'm going to create a .env file here. Super secret. That there, settings, we can do files.exclude. All that stuff, why not? Let's also add .env. True. If I save that, my .env file goes away. Cool. The reason that's important to do, especially, is really, well, I guess it's really only important because I'm going to be on the stream. So .env is going to be, because we put .env in our getignore file, it's going to be ignored by any commits back to the repository, which is good. But it'll still show here, and I'm showing everyone in the world on YouTube what's going on here, so we don't want that to happen. Okay, so that's there. Let's head over to... Need to change our scene here real quick because I do actually need to generate a bot token, and I don't want to be showing that on the streams. Okay, so team, get developer, innkeeper. I'm in a team. Do we have a bot? Come to think of it, I don't even know how to create a bot in Discord inside of a team. Applications. Oh, here we go. Developer in bot. Okay, I got it. Oh, that's a pretty picture they chose for the bots. That's fine. All right, copy our token. Just bear with me. I am almost done here. This only takes a second, a minute, a couple minutes, whatever. But I don't want to be leaking secrets out into the world. So we'll say Discord. And I'll show on stream exactly what I did here before this is all said and done. All right, so I think, all right, we're clear to go. All right, so what I basically did is I created a file. We're going to say underscore env, right? I don't want to say .env, otherwise it's going to hide it. But we've got our file, which is .env. And then what I put in here is Discord bot underscore token equals, and then the token I got from the portal, right? Like that. So, and you could generate this by going to the developer's portal in Discord. So yeah, but we don't need this. I just wanted to give a demonstration. And then also, I guess it's worth pointing out that when this package's .env file, what it's going to do when you set this .config is it's going to scan your directory for a .env file as well as any .envs. I think that have a suffix that match the environment, the process.env.node env. It's going to pull those in, and that's going to be inside of your environment variables. So we could use client.login with this process.env.discord bot token. Okay, so let's say I'm going to get rid of our underscore env file because I don't want to leave extra stuff laying around. All right, so now what I'm going to next do is under package, not repository, scripts, here we go. I'm gonna add another script here for dev. Okay, or cap locks work. What's going on here? All right, there we go. Dev, we'll say nodemon index.js. The reason I'm using nodemon is because nodemon's installed on my computer already. If you don't have it, you can npm. Apparently, I have to sign into my own chat, so I don't even know why. Whatever. I lost train of thought. So nodemon will monitor files inside of your project, and it's going to restart every time it detects any kind of changes, because the worst thing in the world is trying to work on a piece of code, and every time you make a small little minor change, you gotta go into terminal, control C, and then close out the bot and then start it back up again. We don't want that. We want it to do it automatically, because computers can do that because they're geniuses. Except for my Google Home, which apparently likes to think we're calling it all the time. So anyway, now we can do npm run dev, npm run dev. Okay, developers and keepers logged in. That's cool. So we have the basic shell of our bot set up. Let's head into Discord. I'm gonna flip back to my secret screen here, just because I don't know what I'm gonna be pulling up here. I have my testing server that we're working on. Okay. Developers, innkeepers online. All right, so let's go to, I think we're good to go. All right, so back over on this yonder. So this is our test, I guess, testing grounds is what Diamond's in the chat right now. He's the guy that actually is helping set a lot of the stuff up. So we've got just a basic test server. There's nothing in here at all, right? But we can see on the right-hand side, we have our developers innkeeper, which is the name of the bot, is signed in. So now if I issue the command hello, I should get back world, which you can see I do. And the reason that's the case is because in this command here, hold on, lower that down. Inside of the message handler here, this message event handler, we're passing the message in. First off, these first 3 lines here basically just say if it's a bot that's sending the message in the server. See, Discord bots, backing up a little bit, Discord bots have access to everything they have access to, if that makes sense. So you can't tell it to listen for specific things. If a Discord bot has access to a channel or a direct message channel or whatever, it's going to try and parse those messages. So the reason we add these 3 lines in is because we don't want our bot kind of responding to itself or other bots. I mean, you can run into that potential issue. Now, you can add different conditional statements. Like if you want certain bots to work together, you can use the ID of the bot like this. You could say like, hey, the author.tag matches a specific bot, so you can have them interact with each other. So that can create some pretty powerful integrations. But we're checking here, I'm pointing to my screen like you guys can see. So we're checking in this statement here, if the message.content.starts with this bang hello, it's going to respond with just world, right? And you can see that in Discord, it replied to me. It didn't just drop a message in the channel, it actually sent a reply. So yeah, our first task is done. Hoorah! Let's go ahead and commit our codes. Let's see. Set up basic bot shell in Node.js. Save that, sync it up to GitHubs. And actually, while that's processing, I'm flipping over to my secret scene here because I'm going to sign into my own chat because apparently I need to in order to drop a message into chat. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, whatever. Rearrange my screens here a little bit. Doesn't make any sense. In Streamlabs, it shows the chat off on the left-hand side. So this is my first time actually streaming like dedicated to YouTube. I've done some restreaming before, but I've never actually gone just like straight up YouTube. And there's a chat on the left-hand side, but if I click on the say something, it says, oh, you got to sign in. I'm like, I'm signed in. I kind of am already. Anyway, back to the funds. So, all right, save. We've committed our code. We saved it up to the server. We're good to go. Now we want to, let's set up our dynamic imports. So I'm going to create a folder here called commands. Actually, you know what else I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder called source, so we can just keep everything nice and tidy in here. Index, move that there. Let's update package.json. Yeah, so you can't find it. To look at stop it, src slash, and we want a nodemon.src/index.js. App crashed. I think it's not looking. Yeah, nodemon was set up to look at the other thing. All right, cool. So we're logged back in. Let's see here. Now, next thing. Oh, dynamic imports. That's right. So one of the things that I haven't even touched on in my course yet, but I will, is a lot of tutorials. What they walk you through is like you just add a bunch of if statements here, right? Well, that kind of makes your code look like garbage after a while. So we don't want to do that. We want a way of letting our bot, work dynamically. So what we're going to set up is a very specialized, specially formatted JavaScript files inside of our commands directory, and it's going to use that to basically, when the bot starts up, it's going to scan that directory, find any of those files that we can import, and it's going to import them as commands into our Discord bot. So if we head back into my repositories, you're going to get a little peek behind the covers on what I'm working on here. But I have import bots dynamically. Let's look at this guy. And let's see, where's my handler? Here's all this stuff. Basically, I could just copy this whole thing. No, I don't want to do that. I want raw. And we'll clean up our comments because comments are the devil. I'll step through what all this is doing here now. So save that. Yeah, it's going to freak out. Okay, so we've got our regular stuff we set up here before, right? Requiring a .env, Discord, and creating our client. Now, we're also requiring the FS module, which is part of Node.js. You don't have to install it. It's already part of it. We're going to create an empty object here to hold our commands. And then this right here is basically just, this is the code that scans through the files. So it's going to look at the commands directory, scan through anything that ends with a JS, and then it's going to check the format of the file specifically to make sure that it's exporting a prefix and a function. And then it's going to add an object into the commands object that starts with the prefix, where the key is the prefix, and then the value is a function, kind of like a key value store? No, key value, I don't remember what it's called. A key value system, I don't know. But all right, we still got our client on, and then on message, same thing. We're gonna pick out the prefix, so it's gonna split the message, basically starting at the first space, and it's gonna take the first one in that array. We probably should add some error checking behind this, but this will be fine to get us going. And then it's gonna check to see A, does that prefix exist in the commands object? So if it's equal undefined, or if the message is a bot, just return, just get out of there, whatever, right? And if it does exist, then it's going to execute that command and pass the message object into that. So now we can come in here and we'll say new file, we'll say hello.js. Let's do, we actually, you know what, since this is a legit bot, we probably want the prefix to always be the same, but the command to be different. So we are going to, we're gonna make some modifications to module. This is gonna be a little bit different from the course that I put together. So module.exports equals open bracket, command, we'll say. Hello and fn message pass into can I async this? I think I need to async this. Pass into an object, and then this is going to execute all the code. Diamond says, I haven't seen a bot handle commands like this before. Always use Discord.js commando. I have not actually heard of that library. And if I'm being entirely honest, this is a system that I've used in other applications that works really well, at least if it's set up properly. So that's kind of the direction I went to. But Discord.js commando is definitely something I'm going to take a look into. msg.reply. We'll say world. Like so. I don't know if I have to await that. I might have to await that. Okay, that's going to keep crashing until we fix some things here. So we're going to say commands. Let's see, command. Command file dot command, and prefix will be command, and this will be command. Stop node mod, it's going to keep freaking out. Oh, command file I have here. Say imported command file seems a little bit better. So if the command exists and the function exists, do the same thing. Prefix, we don't want to worry about the prefix per se, but we're going to check if that's the case no matter what. So if we'll define a constant up here. Constant prefix equals, let's say, exclamation point IK. How about IK? I don't know, Diamond, you're the admin in the server. IK sound like a good prefix for you? Shorthand for innkeeper is kind of what I'm thinking of. All right, so we still need the prefix there. And we're going to say const prefix. We'll say bot prefix up here. Split on the space. So if MSG prefix equals equals prefix. Now we're going to proceed. Else we don't care about it. So let's put this all aside here. And same thing. Command.command. If command. Probably could change the terminology to make it a little cleaner, but that's all right. This will work for now. Command is hello. All right, so let's do npm run dev again. Unexpected token const 24. Wait, where are we looking? Index.js IK sounds pretty good. Diamond says, all right, cool. We will roll with it then. All right, line 24. It's saying it's const prefix. Const prefix isn't even there anymore. It's a completely different. Oh, I forgot to save. Whoops. All right, what did I do here? No such file or directory. Oh, that's because command's inside of src. So we'll say, do I have index.js inside my commands? All right, command is not defined. If command, put a command file and command file like that. And command file.fn. Okay. Crank through all of our little bugs that we just introduced there. Very cool. Let's issue another, let's see, IK hello. We didn't get a response, so let's see what happened here. Command is not defined. And where did this throw? Index of 24, 25. If commands. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do. Actually, I see what we're doing here. So originally I had the command here, now I don't. Command.prefix const command equals msg.content. Split again. We'll take the first element or the second element of the array at index 1. Cool, that's there. All right, IK hello. All right, cool. Commit time. Set up dynamic command importing. Okay, sync that up. We're gonna to do move into nvars. All right, and for my last trick, 8:30. We're making good time. I only got about an hour today, so cranking through. What was I gonna do? All right, hello's fine. We probably don't need hello, but I want to leave a file there just in case. So we'll say post job. We'll say postjob.js. And we're going to module.exports equals command is going to say post job, and we'll say fn async message. And we're going to do a couple things. So we want to ask the user a couple of questions. Let's take a look and see what we got inside of this server so far. Work. Example of this. Here we go. This is good. I like this. So we'll copy that, paste that in here, put that towards the end of the file. Oh, okay. Yeah, like that. And then we'll set up a couple of things here. So we have to const filter equals G. I think that needs to accept user as well. Check my source again. Word bots, not reaction collectors, regular old bot collectors. Actually, you know what? Another sneak preview into what's coming. Build a Discord survey bot. Let's see. Kimmy is not what I'm looking for. Circle, React, survey. Okay, I think that's the command we're looking for. I'll have to add another square bracket at the end there because I didn't catch that in the copy. It's fine though. Okay, so all right, not message.author.bot. Okay, so I had it right the first time. Look at that. Look at that. Const options max 1 and time is, we'll say 60 seconds. And we probably want this to be DM'd back to the person, so this way we don't have any crossing of paths. I'm sure there is a way to check for the original person who sent the message, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We'll use DMs. Okay, so if message.content.survey, we can actually get rid of this. This was from, because I was still in the index.js stuff while I was doing all that. All right, message dot, I think author dot send. Make sure I got that right. I'm gonna comment out the rest of this. And we're gonna give this thing a shot. So back into our testing world, IK post job. Got nothing. Why did I get nothing? Let's see, console.log. Post job. There we go. That was weird. I don't know why it didn't send me that initially, but here we go. Welcome to survey command. Okay, so that was old code. So we can get rid of that. Let's see. Welcome to the post job. I guess we probably can be a little more explicit about what we're looking here. But we can get everything up to, I think, this then collected. Get rid of that. And we can get rid of our options and filters because we don't need that. Let's, and I'm gonna await a lot of this stuff, so tm equals awaits g.author.send. We don't need a lot of this other stuff up here either. We will need job. But job. Save that. Message.author.send. Let's just get right down to business, I think. Job that you seek. The name of the job. I'm gonna be entirely honest, I don't know if this is gonna work. Kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now. Let's escape that a little bit. All right, so we're there. I'm gonna get rid of my console.log. I was just wanted to make sure that was getting pulled in. We can close hello. We can close that. Close that. Let's just console.log. See collected.array. And how did I do this before? 0.content. No developer knows if it works. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just kind of spit some code on the screen and be like, let's try it. See what comes of it. All right, cool. So I think it's gonna work. I think. Okay, post job. Okay, what's the name of the job? Hello world. Job. All right, so now I should see hello world job in my console.log, and I don't, of course. Job response.await messages is not a. Okay, so this is not right. Let's get rid of that. Collected equals message.channel. We want to message.dm.author, I think it is. Actually, hold on. Maybe I do need that. Job response, because that's the message that was. So when you await this, it's the message that was sent. So I think job response.channel is what we're looking for. Let's try that. Let's see. And actually, you know what? In here, I'm going to say we're going to create a new channel here. I can't create a new channel here. Hey, Diamond, when you have a second, you want to hook me up? Okay, post job. Okay. My cool job. My cool job. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So it's job response.channel.await messages. Okay. Say job name collected. Job name response. We'll say job name message. So then basically what we're going to do here is we don't need that there anymore. We got to say job.name equals whatever that was collected. Okay, so we are crank-a-linking through. Crank-a-linking. Wow, that was a weird whatever the hell I just said. All right, so let's see what else we got here. And actually, this is going to be a lot. I don't even think I really need much of this until we get to the end of it, where we're going to build out the embed that's going to get sent to the server. All right, so job you seek. All right, so we're going to say fields of interest message. Say what's interest. Okay, now that, and we'll say fields of interest message collected. Come on, cursor. Paste. And now we can say fields of interest like so. I need to change that to that. I can change that to that. It should be wired up here. And then let's do, I'm actually just going to drop a message into the server. Results answers for each. No, we can do better than that, I think. So we're going to want to use embed fields, I would think, here. So let's say let embed equals Discord, I guess embed fields. Actually, there is a really, really good, I'm going to drop this one in the chat because this is a good one. So I don't know who this is, but they have put together a really, really nice outline of how to use mostly webhook stuff, and it covers the embed stuff in pretty good detail. I have a lot of messages that I get sent to me throughout the day for things like monitoring my home network and some automation stuff that happens as it relates to Twitter and my website and stuff. And all this stuff is basically sent, it's all messages that are sent to me using embeds in Discord. It's pretty cool. But I like the way that whoever this person is that set this up, they did a really good job. So not color, author we don't care about, title, I guess title we want, embeds, we want title, URL we probably don't need yet, description is going to be a shorthand description, fields is the one I am very much interested in. Let's see, okay, so we'll say title, is job.name, and we'll say description, a message author.name. I don't know if that's a real field, but we're gonna roll with it. Let's go back in here and take a look at our fields. Fields, we got name, value, and inline. So we probably won't need anything inline. Fields is an array of objects. So name. Let's see, job name we don't need. What else we got here? Fields of interest. Whoops, typing in my YouTube chat. Fields of interest. Value will be job.fields of interest. Probably can, instead of building a separate object, I can probably just build the embed as I go, but that's all right. How many fields we got here total? Fields, languages, CS, we'll say programming languages, personal bio, background, who you're from, preferred salary, your work, don't need to include. Actually, fields might not work because it looks like they're asking for a lot of very specific info. Let's see if there's any limitations here. So we can use up to 25 fields at the same time. We might have to test this with long descriptions of some kind to see if it actually works with the fields, but we'll roll with it again. Let's see. So we got, all right, so we have fields of interest. We've got languages you know well. We've got personal bio, preferred salary, your work, special requirements. So let's see, languages, personal bio, preferred salary, your work, special requirements. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cheat here. I'm not gonna cheat here. Some of those descriptions are really kind of, they don't make sense in the context of the bot asking the user the question. And actually, one sec, I will be right back. Diamond says funky transitions. I hope that's a good kind of funky. All right, carrying on with our job posting. So, we've got fields of interest. We've got fields of interest. We got languages you know well. Let's say languages required, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. familiar languages. A personal bio. Preferred salary. Preferred salary. Your work. Say work history, or see notable projects. Notable work history. Not looking for a resume, I don't think, but special requirements. Did I get all those? Did I miss some? I feel like I missed some. Job type. We got the title. We got fields of interest, languages, bio, salary, notable work history, special requirements. Okay, so I got an extra one in here. Good funky transitions, Diamond says. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest, this is like the first all my scene packages I made before I've made myself. I actually bought this one and I like it. It's cool. It was pretty interesting to get set up. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I was kind of on the fence just because it's not quite to my liking just yet. Like on the bottom, you see how like that there's that transparency effect going on the little messages. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'll fix that eventually, but I mean, I think all things considered, I kind of like it, and I think I'm going to keep using these going forward. Once I start doing some gaming streams over on Mixer or Twitch, wherever I decide to land on that one, or maybe still YouTube, I don't know. I'll probably just tweak this one and then make it work for that. But all right, so fields of interest message. We also want, let's see, we got the fields of interest message. Okay, collapse that. I got to collapse just one. Fields of interest we got. We need familiar languages. And we can do familiar languages. We'll just copy and paste this here. Paste that there. That can go there. That can go there. What are the fields of interest? Say, what languages are you familiar with? So I don't understand what fields of interest. I'll put an example in there. I don't really even quite understand. Not sure I quite understand that, but again, I didn't do this. I didn't make it, so yeah, we'll keep going. Languages you know well. If you are in the process of learning a language. Okay, personal bio. Whoops. Personal bio. So we'll copy this down here. Copy this down here. Save that. Say, tell me a bit about you and your history. Okay, we got our personal bio. We need preferred salary. Say, what's the salary range or type? Let's see. What is the salary range or type? I guess and type. I guess or type. Unpaid, paid, salary, single payment. Okay, whoa. Oh yeah, I got that defined twice. So we'll say preferred salary. Preferred salary. Okay, copy and paste these stuff down here. This is the not so fun, glamorous part sometimes of coding, is like Sometimes it's just a lot of repetitive, you know, do something over and over. Once you get the, like, you kind of get the concept down, a lot of it's just kind of do it over and over again. And yeah, eventually you get to where you need to be. Projects you've contributed in. So we'll say what projects, open source, personal, or professional, have you contributed in? So we'll say, what did I got? Project history? What did I name this? Work history. Work history message. Paste that there. Okay, and we can bring this down here, bring this down here. Okay. Last one, special requirements. I can remember that. Special, damn it, I messed that up. Special requirements. I think I might have spelled that wrong, but requirement. Oh no, maybe it doesn't look like I did. Like that. Okay. Paste that there. Oh. Paste that there. Paste that there. Copy pasta. Okay. Now we need to break all these down. So we got, all right, so let's take this all. I'm actually going to get rid of some of the spacing here so we can keep these things a little bit more close to where they need to be. Sometimes the spacing between lines of code makes a big difference in figuring out that, making sure everything is working right. See, like right here, I found familiar languages. I'm trying to pass in personal bio information. So rename personal bio like that. All right, so I got fields of interest. Got familiar languages, personal bio, preferred salary, work history, and special requirements, all part of that jobs object. So now we can say familiar familiar languages, personal bio, preferred salary, work history, and special requirements. All right, cool. Okay, so now we have our embed. Now I think we could just drop it into the server, but we want to send it to the original server where that message was sent. So we're going to grab the MSG object and say message.channel.send. So msg.channel.send embed, and I think that should do it. The one thing we also want to do is we're going to wrap all this thing in a giant try catch, because are you storing Discord keys in an env file? Yes, Diamond, I am. It's not shown on here because I hid it in VS Code, but it's in the background. It's not in the repository. So yeah, yes, I am. And then I'm using the, where is it? Using this .env file, this .env package to import them. So we can always assign them on the container OS level, however you want to. I forgot, actually, I'm also going to need, so the Discord embed, the embeds is part of the Discord library. I can't just pass an object in, so I have here new embed message. Oh, yeah, I totally jacked this up. I wonder if this will work. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. All right, so that's working. Let's just flow through the whole thing. Whoops, wrong one. Done. Thanks, Diamond. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we'll say new post-job testing. Post-job testing, so we'll say IK post-job. Yeah, well, Diamond, I'm going to update the README file so everyone knows. What's the name of the job? My cool job. Fields of interest, game dev, and about COBOL. Toss in some old school stuff in there. Process learning, what language? Yes. Tell me a bit about yourself and your coding history. I do the codes. What's your salary range? Unpaid, all the money in the world. Spell world wrong. What kind of projects open source contributes in? Let's say lots of interesting different projects. I don't know what this is. All right, so now let's go back here. I bet you it's because that embed, it doesn't like that. Cannot send an empty message. Yeah, it doesn't like the embed. So I messed something up. What personal special requirements? Any special requirements? Any special requirements worth noting? And then we also need to actually build our embed. So I'm going to have to reference the Discord.js documentation. Discord.js documentation. 8 minutes. I got 8 minutes to finish and wrap this up. 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. And let's see, embed. Message embed. There we go. Stare me in the face. Set title. Message embed. Looking for add fields. Array of empty field data. And embed field is its own object. Okay, name value inline. Okay, I like that. That's cool. I can work with that. All right, so I have an example down here of me building out an embed. So let's go ahead and scroll back up here. New line. No pressure, he says. Yeah, no pressure. If I go over a little bit, it's not that big of a deal, but again, I've been putting a lot of effort into doing these videos and these articles and stuff I've written. My wife's been very, very, very supportive of it, but yeah, we need to spend some time together. So, all right, so set the title. What do we have the title set for? Job name. Okay, job name. Our description is going to be this. And we're going to add field, I think is what it was. Add field and the name and the value. I was thinking maybe I could do some Sublime Text trickery to get all this back, but that's going to be a little bit tricky. Manually copy and paste, because why not? Let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Familiar languages there. That goes there. That goes there. I love VS Code. One of the things I hate that I usually turn off. I just built this computer not too long ago, so it's relatively new, and a lot of my old settings I never carried over. But this little hovery thingy that happens, I hate that. Just because it's like I'll go to paste something or type something and it just kind of like gets in the way. It's nice at times, but I find it more annoying than helpful many times. Special requirements. Okay, so we have our embed here. We're gonna need to, I feel like it's the first time I'm like speed coding finally. Let const discord equals require discord.js. Discord.ks. Is KS even a thing? I don't know. Is that a client or not? Or I just import it with the big D. Oh, yeah, big D. All right. Okay. Back in business there. Let's, we'll say this is going to be embed equals that. Message channel send. All right, this I think should work. I think. Let's try it out again. IK post job. Got our job. Say name. My cool job. Fields of interest. COBOL and stuff. Language familiar with. All the languages. You know what? Erase language. How about that? A little throwback to one of the users who's building a language in our Discord. Tell coding history. Been coding for a long time. a long time. Salary range, salary was 20K. What are projects? Open source, lots of projects. Special requirements, none. Alrighty, and we have an embed. There you go. Now, one of the things I do want to test out with this is I want to do the same thing, but there's two things I want to change. One, I want to get rid of this message, so this way it's like once I post it, delete the message, and then, you know, figure it out later, and then just post it in here. But I also want to just put a really undefined. I gotta fix that. String.author.tag. I think it's tag actually. But I want to let's just try this. Let's say MSG waits msg.delete. Can I delete a message? Discord.js delete message. Delete a single message. Turns out I had the correct code. Bot had moderator permissions. Message dot delete. I don't know if that's the ID. We can look at the documentation. Let's see, do I have a delete? No delete. Delete. Delete options. Timeout reason, how long to wait to delete the message. Reason for deleting this message. Okay. So just delete. Okay. Delete. Like so. If I delete the message, well, the message object should still be in memory, which means I may still be able to reference the channel. So I did that, and then I also, all right, let's try this one more time. Yeah, right. IK post job, and I have 60 seconds to get some. So let's lip sum this bitch. Okay, give me some lip sums. Not the title. A job with some long stuffs. Fields of interest, all of them. Language you're familiar with, yes. Tell me a bit about you and your coding history. Full-blown paragraph. Salary range or type, paid, some, blah. See what this looks like. Yeah, personal bio. All right, cool. So it will take a really, really long message. That's cool. And the old message was deleted. I'm pretty happy with this so far. This came by a little bit quicker than I thought I was going to. So I'm gonna clean some of this up. Okay, let's whack-a-mole a bunch of this stuff out here. I don't need that. That all is fine. And we can get rid of hello because why? Well, we'll leave hello. Why not? All right, so readme. Readme. Developers and is the bot that manages various. I guess I should have made this bigger. I usually remember to, and today I didn't. I apologize for straining eyes all over the stream. Keeper if I can spell right. Keeper is a bot that manages various services in the developers in Discord. You can join the Discord by going to well, let's get a link. Let's grab a link. Invite people. Edit. Use it. See, this happened before. Hold on. This is the issue I was running into the other day where I was telling them, I'm like, I can't create one. And they're like, you should have permissions. I'm like, but I don't. I'm gonna switch here just in case something pops up that I don't want it to. Skibidi ba ba ba. Okay. Back in action. All right, so let us invite peoples. We have a link. Select expire after never. Maximum no limit. Grant. Generate the links. Okay. Let's head over. Where am I looking? What am I doing? What do I even do here? Let's see, building and running the bot. Let's say start running the bot. You know what I'm also going to need to do? All right. Sorry, it's kind of silent there because I'm trying to crank through this, but I just added into the README an outline of what the bot does. Well, not what the bot does, but what the purpose of the project is for, how to get the bot started, because we have a couple people who have started working on this. They're going to need to know how to start it, and then also how to contribute in case anyone comes along and wants to contribute to it. So we'll save this, and I think we're in a good place to stop. I'm going to create the PR first before we do this. So we'll say added post job command and updated README. Okay, sync up. Let's go to my GitHubs. My repositories. Developer and keeper updated now. Let's do pull request. So now I don't know if I remember how to do this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I don't need to diff anything because this is pretty much a vanilla project. Let's see. And post job command project. Let's say bot shell. Any other commands really need to add? I don't really think so. I don't think there's any other comments. So, create a pull request. And Skyfall? Should get the notification that the pull request is waiting to be merged in. But that basically concludes this stream. Yeah, so just as a recap, created a shell of a Discord bot. We got everything set and running with NodeMon. We got everything set and running with .env, so we can import all of our secrets from a .env file. We got the basic hello world kind of command set up that I usually like to start these things off with just to get it working. We also got a post job where we're using collectors to ask the user messages directly and then drop an embed in the channel that they specified. So you know, actually the one thing I'm still going to do is I'm gonna close this guy, add myself to that, finished bot shell. We'll do some project management stuff. So that's done. In progress. Job postings is in progress. Checklist, we'll say keep a running task of what we need to do. Specify channel to drop messages in. And we also need to try catch around the code to notify the user if an error or timeout has occurred. I don't even know if it's 1 or 2. Whatever. We know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining me tonight. Diamond, anyone else who hopped in, appreciate it. If you have any other questions, you can reach me on my Discord, actually. I should get a link and put that in the notes. Actually, I think it is. I think it's in the video description. Oh, my Discord link's in the video description below. You can hop in my server and chat and communicate with me directly. And if you have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out. I also am going to start streaming on YouTube every Wednesday starting at 8 p.m. We might start a little sooner next time, might start a little later. I don't know. We'll figure it out as things go. But that's all for tonight. Appreciate you joining.